What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Guys, I appreciate you guys watching my video. Please remember to leave me a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Help me get to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Let's check out today's video.
Gentle parenting does not produce first-time obedience, and it is one of the most important things that you can have, is the ability to ask your child to do something, and they do it. But gentle parenting, I have to get down, I have to negotiate, I have to talk to you on your level and see if you really feel like it. But that's not life. That's not the way that it's going to work when their teacher says, hey, this is what we're doing. It's not what's going to work when they have a job and the boss will say, hey, I need you to do it this way. It's not how life works. They're not going to get on their level and have a conversation.
True.
And so we have to raise our children that when I ask you to do something,
just do it.
You do it, and you do it the first time. I noticed in the parking lot with my granddaughters, who are first-time obedient granddaughters, that I'm able to say, hey, to my 2.5-year-old, put your hand on the car while I get your brother out of the car, because we're in a busy parking lot. And she does. She listens to me. I'm still watching because I'm going to be careful, right? And then I watched just a few days ago in the parking lot that this mom, right, her 4-year-old took off running throughout the parking lot.
Whoa.
Cars are going all over. She's got to chase him. He's all over the place.
Yeah.
And then she gets down at his level and she's like, okay, now what was wrong with your behavior? What could you do differently? I can tell you what you can do differently is you can listen to me the first time. You could have been killed. We don't realize that in the junior, higher years, I have to be able to say stop. You're not hanging out with those friends, and be able to be confident that my children will listen to me and obey, because they can destroy their life because they were not raised to first-time obedience. That's what I expect, and that's what I get.
Okay, let's be fair. Let's be realistic. Not all children are gonna listen the first time. That's a fact. Okay, look, even amongst my children, guys, I have the child who listens the first time. I have the child who doesn't listen the first time. I have the child who tests to see if you're serious. I have the child who likes to be mischievous. Not all children are going to listen the first time. So while I understand what he's saying, it's not realistic, right? But I do agree completely that gentle parenting is not good parenting. Period. There's a time for emotional intelligence, and I pray and I ask parents to, I guess, become more intelligent when it comes to emotional interactions with their children. There is a time for that. But there's also a time for, okay, this is what we're doing, this is what you need to do, and that's just it, right? That's not a gentle parenting thing. That's just literally your parents have said, this is what you're doing. And I think for the most part, your child would do what you're saying if they know why. Obviously, when I was growing up, you never were allowed to ask why. You just have to do it. And don't get it twisted. The reason why they've asked us to do those things were important. Like what he's saying, you could die, right? But as a child, we wanted to know why. And because we were so desperate to know why, we just never got the why. And as a result, we would rebel. But the truth of the matter is, if we had done those things, even though we didn't have the why, we could have died. That's a fact. Don't go to the lake because there's a snake in the lake. We could have died. But we never got the because. We never got the because. You know, I said there's a snake in the lake, but we just got, don't go to the lake, period. So I get what he's saying, but I do believe that not all children, because just like not all people are the same. Like there are people who are headstrong, people who are more prideful, there are people who are more stern, and there are people who are just a lot more gentle, a lot more peaceful, a lot more relaxed. There are people who are a lot more nonchalant. That's just how it is. Those things are already ingrained in us from birth. You know how your child is. Like the job of a parent is to try and get to know that specific child, because not all types of discipline will work on specific children. Some children, you don't even need to say much. They're just gonna be like, yep. Some children are just like that. They don't like trouble. They don't want to get on your bad side. So you just say, do it, and they do it. Some children, they like trouble. they just do. Some children like trouble and they just want to test. What are you gonna do about it if I don't do it? It is what it is. So it's not realistic what he's saying. Or maybe all his children are the same. Maybe. Who knows? But young parents, young Christians, I will advise you that you can't adopt gentle parenting. Yes, there's an emotional intelligence that you need to have with your children, but at the end of the day, they are children and you need to teach them to listen. Yes, give them the reason why. And I think that's one of the most important things that we missed out when we were young, because it does make a difference when your child knows why you have said no to something. Bring them along, right? Let them see that, you know, the things that you're telling them to do are things that you've done, that things that you've had to do, so that they don't feel alone. They don't feel like you're just being a dictator. They know that, oh, okay, my dad did this too. Oh, my dad was naughty too. It's good for your children to hear that you were naughty as well. Let them know what you did and let them know the discipline you received for doing it. Bring them along with your life. I was talking in a previous video about how the video where the guy was saying about how children being living room kids and others being their bedroom kids because their parents never invited their children into their lives. So the child, as soon as they come home from school, just goes straight to the bedroom, closes the door, because he's not invited to that open communal area of their parents' lives. So he doesn't have anything in common with them. These are the things that you need to work on when you're raising your children. It's not about gentle parenting and it's not about strict parenting. It's about knowing that specific child and working with the tools that you need to reach that child, support that child, and, you know, they're your children, love them. I just felt like it wasn't realistic what he was saying. Like, you know, not all children are going to be like that. Anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comments below. I am a very big fan of discipline. I don't mess around with my children, but it didn't come easily, right? You still have to work with the child to get the child to a point where the child understands what they're doing and why they're doing it, and then they can do it without being forced. And another thing, don't make your children fear you. Like, we feared our parents, because back in the day, discipline was crazy. It was crazy. So we feared our parents. You don't want to be the parent that is feared. You want to be the parent that is loved. And just like he said, when you go to work, we bust jokes with our managers, right? But when our manager said, okay, here's an order, go do it, you know when to switch. It's the same with your children. Your children should be able to mingle with you, roll around with you. And then when you say, okay, bam, this is the order, go do it, they should be able to switch and be like, okay, this is not playtime with daddy now. This is now daddy saying I need to go and do something, let me go do it. The intricacies of raising children is amazing. But yeah, guys, thanks for watching, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Leave me a like, comment, and sub. Help me get to that 1,000 subscribers mark. I really appreciate you guys. I'll see you on the next one.